Good morning. Welcome back to the show. James Rule XRP. I got a big old cup of coffee in my hand. Strong coffee this morning. Thursday, October the 9th, 2025. Wow. Today I want to break down some things for you. I want to show you the bigger picture. I want to show you board of directors. I want to show you Ripple, RLUSD, the banks, how everything is tied together. And as you're looking at the daily news, as you're looking at the FUD, as you're looking at the negativity, if you just deep dive and go down into some of these rabbit holes, you're going to learn how everything is tied together, and you're going to look forward to hodling a little bit longer. And I mentioned HODL, hold on for dear life, because I'm going to show you something from Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, JoelKatz. I'm going to show you what he did years ago and why he reposted and why he regrets a decision he made years ago. But we're going to have fun at the same time. I'm a crypto teacher. I'm not a financial advisor. I have a bunch of tabs open, so get excited. Grab your coffee, grab your beverage of choice, and let's go ahead and do this. So if you were driving down the highway or down the road and you saw this in the sky, would you be able to drive? Could you drive if you saw this? And if this is a real photo, it's amazing because it's a cloud formation that looks like waves in the rough ocean. You know, could you imagine driving down the road and just trying to concentrate, seeing this in the sky? So look at the waves, people. Ride those crypto waves. And here's another amazing photo that was taken from someone in Sheridan, Wyoming on December 6, 2022. It's a cloud formation. It looks like waves. Follow those waves, people. The Ripple waves. Today's episode is sponsored by Aura. Aura is one of my affiliates. I have been using Aura for about 2 months now, and I tell you what, it's knocked down robocalls. It sends me alerts when things on my credit, things on my bank, things on my vehicle, my house, or whatever. It protects me. It protects you. Check out this quick video real quick. Yep, it's all about Aura. And I tell you what, I'm so excited because, you know, every once in a while I'll get these text messages from the fake Coinbases or the fake wallets or the fake exchangers or whatever. But Aura notifies you, and you sign up. It's like a $10 a month fee to have the service, but you could put it on all of your phones, all of your computers. As an individual, there's a family plan. I mean, it's awesome because it took my name. If you go to Google search, it took my name off of Google. It contacted all these, I guess, phone servers that are sharing your information, and they have $1 million coverage, certified data security and privacy, 60-day money back guaranteed, 24/7 U.S. based support. They have U.S. fraud specialists available to help 24/7, 365. Check out Aura. Free to sign up. Check out the plans and tell them James Rule XRP sent you by. All right, CoinGecko.com. Total crypto market, 4.25 trillion. We're seeing a little dip. Don't panic. Learn how to ride those crypto waves. Bitcoin is 122,000. Ethereum 43.58. Go down here to XRP, $2.81. BNB made a jump, but I'm not worried about BNB. BNB is Binance's native stable or native coin, not a stable coin. It's their native token. Congratulations for getting up to the number 4 position, but XRP The Bugatti engine is idling at $2.81. And talking about BNB and talking about XRP and talking about holding and holding and holding, an analyst reveals the hardest part of holding XRP. And if you're an OG like me and you have experienced what we experienced December 2020, the previous administration, the Gary Genslers, the Elizabeth Warrens, the negativity towards crypto, and then finally getting a new administration that is pro-crypto, you learn how to have diamond hands and diamond balls. It says market analysis and longtime XRP supporter Deep San has discussed what he considers one of the biggest challenges investors face when holding XRP. Despite recent underperformance compared to other leading digital assets, San has reiterated his strong belief in the token's long-term potential, maintaining that XRP will eventually deliver significant gains. And it already has in the past 8 months, people. Over the past week, the crypto market has undergone a mild correction. And if we go down here to his post, he says, one of the hardest parts of holding XRP is self-control. Watching BNB pump while XRP stands still is painful. But I know this, XRP will have its moment. When it moves, it'll move harder than anything else on the screen. When it moves, it will move harder than anything else on the screen. All right, let's look at the positive news. NASDAQ listed Reliance Global adds XRP to Treasury as institutional adoption accelerates. XRP is gaining serious traction as NASDAQ listed Reliance Global adds it to its digital treasury, signaling rising enterprise confidence in blockchain for speed, efficiency, and financial innovation. I'm not going to go through this article. Everything I talk about, I'm going to leave a copy of it in the description below so you can click on each article and go through each one. So let's just keep on going here. This just came out this morning from Ripple. Next up, crypto happens, people. The Kingdom of Bahrain. We're expanding our presence in the Middle East through a partnership in Bahrain. Building on our Dubai regulatory license, this move reinforces our commitment to the MENA region. Together, we'll accelerate crypto adoption, drive pilot projects, and launch accelerator and educational programs to introduce solutions like Ripple Custody and RLUSD to key financial institutions in the region. Here is the article, October 9th, 2025. I'm not going to read through it, but, Ripple is building. Ripple has had the green light to do so around the world. The United States stifled this technology. We lost years of production in fintech and blockchain because of the previous administration. It's changing now. And they are expanding. It says, as well as the new partnership in Bahrain Fintech Bay, Ripple is present at Fintech Forward 2025, an economist impact event taking place in Sakir, and I'm probably butchering all these names, I apologize, on October 8th and 9th, which unites experts with fintechs, banks, governments, and regulators to delve into the challenges and opportunities facing the international financial industry. Here is the page, Fintech Forward 2025, a real nice looking page. They tear it down. There's 40 speakers, 1,500 attendees. And if we come down here, it shows the speaker agenda. You got Reese Merrick, Managing Director of Ripple. You got all these other organizations, Tamara, Doconomy. Who else do we have in here? Economist Impact, Rate Pay. But yeah, Ripple's there. There's Reese Merrick, Middle East. He's there, baby. Let's keep going. Okay, so RLUSD, if you don't know, Ripple created the Ripple USD, RLUSD stablecoin, stable, transparent, trusted Ripple USD. Real-time payments. Here's Monica Long, president of Ripple. And here's David Schwartz, CTO at Ripple. And all these other individuals talk about the real-time, secure, compliant transactions. And if we look at the transparency, they do have the attestations showing every month where the money is, how much money is in it, how much RLUSD is in circulation. Right now, as of October 22nd, 789 million RLUSD. RLUSD reserve funds is $824 million. And the reason I wanted to bring up RLUSD is because Ripple USD has an advisory board, people. And Chris Larson is on it, the executive chairman of Ripple. Sheila Bair is the former chair of the FDIC and founding chair of the Systemic Risk Council. David Puth is former CEO of Center Consortium and vice chairman of North America Partners Capital. And then you got Kenneth Montgomery, former first vice president and chief operating officer at the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, people. And you have Raghuram Rajan, former governor of the Reserve Bank of India. So these are board members for Ripple's stablecoin that is going to revolutionize banking, the world, peer-to-peer savings, transactions, all the above. Ripple USD is currently on the XRP ledger and the Ethereum blockchain for smart contracts. And here we go. Ripple selects BNY to custody Ripple USD reserves. This came out July 9th of this year. And it states here that BNY will serve as the primary reserve custodian of RLUSD, leveraging its deep technology stack and expertise enabling the digital assets ecosystem. In addition, BNY will provide its leading transaction banking services to underpin RLUSD's operation and deliver integrated solutions. This builds upon BNY's proven track record of proving end-to-end services across stablecoin infrastructure and furthers BNY's efforts for future interoperability between stablecoins and traditional assets. And if I'm not mistaken, BNY has like $58 trillion in assets under management or under their services, which is crazy. And I bring up BNY because we're going to tie these puzzle pieces together. Sandy O'Connor is a board of director or a director at BNY Mellon. And she has been there since December 13th, 2021. If we come down here, we could see that Miss O'Connor retired as Chief Regulatory Affairs Officer at JP Morgan Chase, where she set the firm's comprehensive regulatory strategy and led engagement with G20 policymakers. Prior to this role, Ms. O'Connor held several senior leadership positions at the firm since joining the company in 1988, including global treasurer and head of Prime Service, which was a member of the firm's executive committee. She also served on several public and private teams to support the integrity and efficiency of capital markets, including as chair of the Federal Reserve Board's Alternative Reference Rates Committee and as a former member of the Treasury Markets Practices Group sponsored by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. In addition to her current public company board service, Ms. O'Connor serves on the board of Ripple and is chair on the board of BNY Mellon Government Security Services Corp. She also serves on the board of directors of the YMCA of Greater New York and is chair of the advisory board for Planet First Partners and serves on the FDIC Systemic Resolution Advisory Committee. Well, let's lead that into leadership at Ripple. Come down here, and you got the board of directors, Chris Larson, Brad Garlinghouse, Sandy O'Connor, board member, board of directors at Ripple. You also have Rosie Rios. She was the 43rd treasurer of the United States and was the CEO of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing in the U.S. Mint. So if you pull out a $1 bill, a $5 bill, a U.S. $10 bill, 50, 100, most likely on the majority of them, you're going to see Rosie Rios' signature, and she is a board member at Ripple, people. Here we go. A few days ago, David Schwartz put this out there. And this Buffy said, post a pic only your fandom would understand. Only your fandom would understand. And JoelKatz puts a picture of these solar panels on top of a residential house. And I quoted, ETH panels are one of a kind. And why do I bring this up? We always talk about hodling. We always talk about, okay, a lot of people are getting shaken out because they've invested in crypto for a year and it's not doing anything for them. So they sell out, they take a loss. Well, here's a story that will give you an opportunity to see the big picture if you could just hold on a little bit longer. David Schwartz at JoelKatz This came out December 28th, 2023. This is when he posted this. As many of you know, I sold 40,000 Ethereum tokens at about $1 to put solar panels on a house I no longer own. That ETH was worth over $100 million shortly after. My father, ironically, did almost the same thing. After my older siblings moved out, my parents didn't need the enormous house we were living in, but it needed quite a bit of fixing up to sell. So my father sunk a lot of money into gutting and redoing the house. But during the months it took to do that, as renovation costs escalated, the real estate market crashed. He took a huge loss on the deal. But guess how he funded the renovation and purchase of a new house when the old one was renovated? He sold his Apple stock. The stock went up about 5x over the same time period. Like father, like son, I guess. Here's a picture of my dad from the 1950s when he was a geek. I miss him every day. So what does this teach you, people? What does this teach you? Today, 40,000 Ethereum, which were $1 each when he bought these panels, is now worth $174 million, people. Think about that. $174 million. And many of you out there are crying because XRP is $2.82 and it was $3.10 when you bought it. And I'm taking a loss. I put $100 in it and it's down to $70 and I'm mad and I'm not making money and I want instant gratification. People, if you want instant gratification today, go buy a lottery ticket. Go buy a scratch off. Go buy a Powerball ticket. Go to the casino, put all of your money on black or red or in the slots or whatever. If you want instant gratification, go do that. If you want long-term wealth, if you want just some crazy wealth for you and your family and future generations, purchase cryptocurrencies, purchase use case utility digital assets on the blockchain that are revolutionizing payments and the way we go to business and tokenize and all that stuff. And hold on. If you're young, what is the rush? If you're young and you're smart and you're working for an employer and you're putting 5 to 10% in your 401k and you're going, okay, I'm only getting 4% a year, 8% a year, maybe back off. This is not financial advice, people. I'm just telling you, if I was younger, I would do this. I would definitely pull everything from my 401ks, which is not going to make you crap. Believe me, I was in 401ks for 30 years. And in the last 5 years, I put it in a crypto IRA. And I've made more in the past 5 years than I would have made in a lifetime, people. If you're young, pull your money out of those 401ks. Yeah, it's stable. Yeah, it's secure. But cryptocurrency is crazy, people. Your return on investment right now for 1 year, XRP is up 438%. I guarantee your 401k is not up 438%. XRP is up 438%. 1 year from now, is it going to be up 5,000%? Is it going to be up 10,000%? We don't know where the price is going to go, but I guarantee it's going to be way higher than it is right now. And I'm not a chart analyst. I'm not a financial dude. I've been in this space almost 8 years. And believe me, I've seen the positive, I've seen the negative, and I've held it out. And it has paid off. And I was able to retire months ago. And yes, I skimmed some XRP off the top because I accumulated at lower prices. Do your research. Be patient, people. Be patient. Go on and watch my videos. Watch all my previous videos. The James Rule Crypto Show. Share my videos with your friends, your coworkers, your enemies, people at church, people at the bar, people at the restaurant. Share. Show them what cryptocurrency is. I present it to you in my own Southeast Texas kind of way because that's just the way I am. I still say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. So have a wonderful day. And don't forget that, you know what? I told you so.